Yo, what's up, guys? The Insane Game Freak here. Here to bring you Pokemon Black and White / Best Wishes Episode 4 Dub review. I want to address a few things though before I get started. First thing I want to address, I'm not seeing any spring anime. I'm probably not gonna review any spring anime. From the list of spring anime, there's really nothing on that list I really care about reviewing. Or let me first say, there's things I care about watching, but things I don't care about reviewing. So more likely, it's probably not gonna happen. The other thing I want to mention is that my neighbor's doing some loud shit, so you may hear some fucked up shit in the background. So I apologize for that in advance. Three, I also want to address a lot of people. This is just something I've noticed. I think this may be this will either be the last or second to last saga for region. I think this will either be the last region or the second to last region, because if anyone's noticed, Ash has been getting higher in the charts every time he fights the lead. Like when he fought Kanto, he was in top 16. When he fought Johto and Hoenn, he was in top 8. And when he fought Sinnoh, he was in top 4. I don't think they have top 2. So I'm betting he's probably going to be either second or first. I'm betting that. He's probably going to be second or first going into this Unova region. I mean, if he's first, that means we get another. We'll actually get a completely different arc of him going to go fight the champions. Well, the Elite Four, then the champion, I'm guessing, and that'd be fairly interesting. That's if that happens. Now, I don't know how they're gonna do that, considering the fact that in every region there's a different Elite Four for every fucking region, except for like Johto and Kanto, because it kind of mixes with both of those. Those are the only two regions that coincide with each other. Hoenn has like it's completely different shit, and so does Sinnoh, but that's getting into a whole bunch of other shit. So, as you can see, I'm outside. I'm doing this for whatever reason. It seems like natural lighting makes this shit look beastly. So, fuck it. For the times I can, I'm going to try to do outside videos. But I've wasted 2 minutes, and I have not talked about the episode yet. So, let's get into episode 4. I'm starting to learn the names of the cities. They're trying to get to Strident City, and they're passing a city before that, and this is the city where we're introduced to the battle clubs and Don George, whose dub voice isn't that bad. I don't have an issue with his dub voice. I thought, like, when you first hear it, it's gonna be like, whoa, and then it takes you a few minutes, but like by the end of the episode, I liked his voice. His voice is actually pretty good. Also, side note, I think Meow's voice actor got a little bit better because he sounded a little bit better than he has previously, or she. I'm not totally sure who does Meow's voice in the Pokemon USA dub. I know it was a transvestite who did Meow's original voice. I have no idea who does Meow's voice now, though. But whatever. So pretty much, and this is the episode he gets Tepig. You know, the starvation Tepig. So as the episode starts, they both go to the battle club. And Ash gets into a fight, gets into a battle club. He meets Don George, and then he proceeds to go to a battle club fight where he fights Duwatt, which I guess is Oshawott's evolved form name. Who's looks like a badass samurai. If people want to know, I'm probably going to pick Oshawott, which would probably be the first generation. I picked the water Pokemon first, because every generation except for Hoenn, I picked a fire starter. Hoenn, I decided to switch it up, and I picked Trico. Because Trico looked badass in the anime, and he looked badass in general. That turned out fairly okay, except for Sceptile. Because Sceptile, for whatever reason, game model looks horrible. I don't know what the fuck that was. His sprite just looks like shit. But anyways. Wow, I just got completely off track. But anyways, so they're fighting in the battle club, and shit gets interrupted because someone is stealing something out of the supply closet. This is where Team Rocket comes in, and Tepig. Team Rocket is not there to steal Pikachu. As I said, for you Duff fans, you're starting to figure this out. They didn't even go there to take Pikachu. Pikachu, what happens in the episode is relating back to old Team Rocket shit. But they didn't even come there to steal Pikachu. They came there to steal supplies because they need supplies, which is something an evil organization should be doing anyways. So finally, we're getting them doing some like normal evil shit. And what happens is they walk in there and the alarm is set off by some dark flash. Actually, that's a contradiction. What the hell's a dark flash? I don't even fucking know. A dark shadow. There we go. A dark shadow There's no such thing as a... fuck it, I'm going to question myself. Anyways, the Dark Shadow ends up setting off the alarm, and by setting off the alarm, their attention is drawn to them and shit. So they see the shadow, and apparently Don George says this shadow's been fucking around in the city for a while now. And they look through the episode, and this is the only time, this is one of the few times, Ash actually references a Pokemon he's seen before. He thinks the Pokemon is an Umbreon because of the way it looks. And, you know, that's an honest mistake because of the way it looks. So they start searching around for an Umbreon. Team Rocket's hiding around there like, oh, they're not looking for us, they're looking for an Umbreon. This is now, if you listen to the scene in dub, surprisingly, James' voice sounds better. I think the entirety of Team Rocket sounds better now. I don't know why. Not by like a lot, but they sound better. Especially Meowth for whatever reason. So they paint Meowth up as Umbreon. And he starts leading all the people away so they can go in there and steal supplies. Once again, they're still not thinking about Pikachu. This is where Ash and Iris come up with the idea to bait the Pokemon with Pokemon food, leading back to the supply room. And he has Pikachu and Oshawott sit there and guard. Now, if you've watched this in Japanese, you already know Oshawott's kind of annoying. It's kind of an asshole because what he does is that he and Pikachu, he doesn't like Pikachu that much. Like he legitimately tries to like become Ash's favorite. So far, he's been trying to become Ash's favorite. He kind of mellows out later, but right now he's just like, ah. Anyways, but he leaves Pikachu and Oshawott are by themselves, and Oshawott starts eating and knocks Pikachu to a box, and the whole bunch of boxes fall on its head, and it gets knocked the fuck out because I don't know if this is a joke. I think it's a frying pan. It's either one of those big metal dishes or a frying pan. Lands on Pikachu's head. He's just knocked out, and the box falls on him, and Oshawott just continues eating. While this is happening, Ash sees the Pokemon coming out of nowhere, the Pokemon, the quote-unquote Umbreon, and what it actually is a Tepig with some type of tie around its snout, and it's fucking anorexic looking, which is always I don't know what it is. Pigs are like the scariest things to see anorexic. I don't know why, because it seems like such a contradiction to it. It's like pigs are known for being fat, so when you see a skinny pig, you're just like, this is so wrong. But anyways, he manages, Ash and him follow the pig, and they get the thing off its nose and have it eat. And this is kind of an Ash X Iris moment, because you can see Iris just like, please don't hurt it and all the other shit. And she starts getting really girly on him. And they have these scenes where she's focusing on Ash and saying how much of a good person he is. So you can guess you can say another Ash X Iris moment where, you know, which I don't really mind. It's just that it's weird. I don't know why. It'd be kind of funny if it's the black character he ends up going with. He's going to be like, see, no matter what race you are, you always want the dark meat. That would make me laugh. Like, of all the characters, he ends up going with Iris. I would just laugh my ass off, just purely off of that logic. But anyways, there's also another funny scene where Don George is like, Don George and his guys cornered me out looking like Umbreon, and they start crying, talking about how much of an achievement it would be if they finally caught an Umbreon in a Unova region, because, you know, Unova, almost any other type of Pokemon is rare. Now, actually, all other Pokemon from any other region is rare in Unova, because technically Umbreon's a Johto. So, yeah. And Meow's like, damn, I kind of feel bad. It's like, wipes off the things. Like, nah, I'm just a talking Meow. Just paint it like an Umbreon. So, I'm gonna be over here. I'll see you guys later. And then he walks away, and he's like, wait a minute. Wouldn't a talking Meow be rare too? And Dodger was like, you're right. And he turns around, and Meowth is already fucking gone. And it's just like, no, you failed again. And it's pretty funny. So, Don George meets up back with Ash and Iris holding Tepig, and they explain that Don George knows the Tepig because the Tepig lost a battle in its original turn and say, fuck it, which sounds like a Paul moment, even though Paul's not in this gen. But he says, fuck it. He says, fuck Tepig, and ties it to a fucking tree and leaves it. Don George tries to help it, but Tepig bit through the rope and got loose. And pretty much That's how I got the rope tied on his nose, because he bit through the rope and he ran off. So the rope never got, like, he just got the rope free so he could get away from, so he was free from the post, but the rope was still tied on his nose. And that's how he ended up starving, because, so in retrospect, Tepig is like the closest we ever got to death in a Pokemon. Like just animal type deaths, because you see that shit with cats and dogs all the time, and rabbits when they get the little Coke can things strung around their necks and end up choking themselves out accidentally. That's pretty much Tepig's situation. So, anyways, then they run across Team Rocket. Team Rocket's like, "Oh, you!" It's like we don't have time to bother with you. And then Pikachu wakes up because, as I said, Team Rocket was stealing the supplies while Meowth was, distracting them and everything. And they find Pikachu knocked down under the box that fell on it while it was still knocked out. And so they took him and they ran off. And unfortunately for them, Ash and them were looking as they were running off, and Pikachu started making noise in the bag, and then they go through their motto, which honestly I don't really care for their motto. There's I think they have like what 2 or 3 models. No, like 2 or 3 models. Like they have one model that they keep using until like somewhere around Johto. No, they switched their model in Sinnoh. And I know, and I should remember it, but it's been so long since I've heard it. And this new one I don't even care about. I really don't care about it all. I'll probably end up learning it eventually as I keep watching the dub episodes, but I really don't care about that fucking model. So pretty much, he has Michimaru. Damn, I'm gonna keep doing that. He has Oshawott. Use water gun. They have like this weird force field thing coming up, and they start flying away. And then Tepig comes over there, use Ember, breaks it. They get away on hang gliders. They're still not blasting off away, mind you. They have not blasted off away. I don't know about episodes 19 and 20 because they fucking haven't subbed them yet, so I haven't fucking watched them. From what I hear, Pidove is the one that got sent back, which is really weird because this will be the first generation where he doesn't have a flying type, which means he's probably going to catch another flying type, which is going to make things really interesting. But anyways, also, for people who get the sub episodes for 19 and 20, for every new sub episode that comes out, link me. Send me messages. I don't mind if you spam my inbox with Pokemon messages about new episodes, because this helps me to get out reviews quicker for you instead of waiting for the fucking episodes to be subbed, because they take them forever because they're fucking gay. But that's not the point. So anyways, Tepig saves Pikachu. Iris tries to fucking catch Tepig. Tepig says, "Fuck you, Iris. I want to go to Ash." He goes to Ash, catches Ash, and that's the episode. So this is a kind of a longer review because of sub things I kept throwing in here. But tell me what you guys think. Do you think this will be the last generation, considering the fact that he has top 4 last gen? So this gen, he's either gonna get top 2 or he's gonna win it. So I'm betting at the most we'll have 2 more generations. We'll have 1 more generation. Because if he's going to get top 2. At the least, he's getting top 2 if he doesn't get win. If he doesn't win it, wow, middle finger. If he doesn't win it, he's going to get top 2. That's just me. So, how many people, I know a lot of people are like, oh, Pokemon's going to go on forever. But I think Pokemon's probably going to stop after, as far as generations go, it's probably going to stop after either this gen or next gen. There'll either be 6 gens of Pokemon or they'll stop after this gen. That's what I'm thinking. They're probably going to do like a fucking special to him fighting Cynthia or some bullshit, but whatever. But that's just my thing. As far as this episode goes, the dub didn't even get on my nerves, honestly, at all. Next episode, which is episode 5, I'll have 2 more dub episodes to review, which would be 5 and 6. And if I recall right, episode 5 is when you meet Cillian. Or someone tried to correct me in the pronunciation. It's not Cillian, it's Cillian. Cillian. I think it's just pronounced Cillian. Cillian, not Cillian. We'll know next week. But I think it's pronounced Cillian. The gym battle is really going to take place these 2 episodes. Because I think part 1 of the gym battle is episode 5. And the other half of the gym battle with Cillian joining Ash and Iris. And you finding out that Iris doesn't have an actual purpose in this gen. She still doesn't have a purpose. So I'm really interested in what the fuck she wants to do. I know she's supposed to be like a gym leader. A gym leader, or her dad's a gym leader, and one of the in Black and White, from what I hear. So I'm looking forward to see how this goes. But I've been rambling on for like 15 minutes. So I'm going to end it here. Good episode. Guys, leave your opinions and thoughts in the comment section below. Life's a game, play to win. Strive to be the best, better than all the rest. Pokemon, get to catch them all. And I will see you all later. I think I'll do a couple more videos out here. So, see you later. Peace.